remember the sneers, the sideways glances, the whispered doubts behind my back. My family said I was chasing a pipe dream, leaving a stable job to build a startup in a saturated market. Friends told me I'd burn out, that I was naive to think I could succeed against the giants. I felt the weight of their skepticism every day, but deep down, I knew I had to prove them wrong. Starting out was a nightmare. I scraped together every dollar I had, working nights and weekends just to keep the lights on. The first year, I faced rejection after rejection. Major clients turned me down, investors dismissed my pitch, and I often wondered if I was destined to fail. But each no fueled my resolve. I studied tirelessly, refined my product, listened to feedback, sometimes harsh, and kept pushing forward. There were moments I almost gave up. I remember the cold winter nights, staring at a nearly empty bank account, questioning if I'd made a mistake. But then I landed that first small client, an indie publisher willing to take a chance on my innovative marketing software. That deal, although modest, was a turning point. Slowly, word spread, and my client list grew. I hired my first employee, then 2 more. The revenue climbed from a few $1,000s a month to over $1 million within 3 years. By year 5, my startup was generating over $10 million annually. We had expanded into international markets, secured strategic partnerships, and our software became an industry standard. I was invited to speak at conferences, recognized as a disruptor in the tech space. But what mattered most wasn't the numbers. It was proving that perseverance and faith in an unconventional dream could defy all odds. Then, after nearly a decade of relentless effort, I sold the company for $150 million. I returned to my hometown, not as the naive dreamer my family once doubted, but as a successful entrepreneur with a story that inspired others. I organized a dinner with those who had mocked me, feeling a strange mixture of humility and triumph. When I stood before them, I looked into their eyes and said, "This is what belief in your vision looks like." Their jaws dropped. Some looked away, perhaps uncomfortable with their earlier skepticism. But I didn't need their validation. My journey had already proven everything I needed. I had transformed doubt into achievement, silence into applause. I had turned a risky, unconventional dream into a thriving empire. Today, I mentor young entrepreneurs, sharing my story to remind them, never let the noise of skepticism drown out your conviction. Success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about pushing through it, relentless and unyielding. Because sometimes the greatest victories come from daring to believe when everyone else has given up.